morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's 9:55 here in Albuquerque, and sun is shining right now, but we've got a heck of a storm that's supposed to move in this evening, 80% chance, and supposed to have it tomorrow too. So I'm excited about that. I'm very, very excited about that. We don't have a lot of weather here, which is really a good thing in a way. But we get excited when some weather's coming around. But guys, I want to ask you real quick to send all your prayers, good vibes, well wishes, whatever you believe in, to my sister Gloria and her husband. It's like Murphy's Law just doesn't stop hitting them. Her husband, I mentioned this in another video, her husband had some generalized pain. They had to rush him in. And it turns out he has 2 bulging discs on his spine and a degenerative spinal issue, which is not good. So he's going to have to see a neurosurgeon. Who knows what they're going to be able to do. Well, while he was in the emergency room, my sister had to be taken to the emergency room because she started having atrial fibrillation. Which is supposedly common after open heart surgery. Well, she just had open heart surgery, so that's got me very concerned that she even had that. But she's back home, so it's like things just don't stop happening to them. I don't know why. So please send everything out to them that they come out of this okay. And I'm not wearing my partial or my denture or my partial on the bottom because I have one molar back here that's my real tooth, and it has a crown on it, and that's where the that's part of where the partial on the bottom latches onto. Like here's the tooth, the partial latches onto that. Well, I got a little irritation on the gum. So I'm not going to wear anything to irritate that tooth at all. I'm not going to wear my denture to put pressure on it, and I'm not going to wear my partial so it's not clasped around it. I have a feeling I'm going to lose that tooth not too long from now. So I'm going to give it time to heal, doing the saltwater rinses, all that. Yeah, going to be without teeth for probably a few days. So here I am, guys, toothless again. But anyway, life, huh? Life just keeps throwing stuff in one way or another. It just doesn't seem to stop. But I wanted to talk to you about ways to, help prevent a stroke, regardless of your age, really, because you can have a stroke at any age. But, particularly when you get older. But I had a doctor tell me a long time ago that once you reach 35, your body starts to go downwards. And then particularly once you reach 40, you start having to be very careful about a lot of things. And I remember him telling me that, 40 is kind of like the marker of start being careful about everything. Yeah. But I wanted to read these to you. This is to help prevent a stroke, which all of them make very good sense. Very good sense, guys. So I'm going to start right away. The first one is hydrate first thing in the morning, 7 to 10 ounces of water. And it's really best if you do it before you even get out of bed, especially if you're older, like you're 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. It's really good to hydrate before you even get out of bed because your blood is much thicker when you wake up in the morning. So you get up and your blood is thicker, that's where you can have a stroke. It's not running as smoothly. So by hydrating before you even get out of bed, you're thinning your blood out with the water. And if you don't want to do it while you're in bed, then do it as soon as you get up. Like, have the water next to your bed. That's what I'm doing now. I had done it before, but I stopped.
I have a notification for Lori.
Okay. I don't know what that is. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, about the water. I used to have it right next to my bed, and I stopped. Well, I have it again. And so last night I drank, or I put it there, and then this morning I drank that water before I got out of bed. I'm telling you what, guys, it does make a difference on how you feel when you wake up, or when you get up, I should say. It actually makes you feel better when you get up. It does do something. It does thin out that blood, you know, through your whole body, through your brain, everything. It made a difference. So hydrate with water. Water, pure clean water. No juice, no this, no that. None of that vitamin water, none of all that crap. Just some good plain water. Okay, the next one is wake up gently. Do some stretching in bed or light walking, 2 to 10 minutes to activate the body. I did that this morning. I stretched, I moved my arms, I moved my legs. You know, I lifted my legs up, I did this, I did that. You know, I was just kind of moving my body. And it really felt good. I was like, oh, this actually feels good. So wake up gently. Monitor your blood pressure in the morning after you go to the bathroom. Anytime you're going to take your blood pressure, make sure you go pee. That makes a difference. And I'm going to tell you how to take your blood pressure properly real quick. You are not supposed to eat, drink, shower, exercise, smoke at least 30 minutes before you take your blood pressure. And then you sit down in a chair, sit up so that you're sitting properly, your feet flat on the floor, right? And you put your blood pressure cuff on, and you're supposed to have your arm, let's see, like this is where I take my blood pressure. You're supposed to have your arm level with your heart, okay? You're supposed to have it level with your heart. Not up, not all the way down. That makes a difference in your blood pressure. Then you sit here, after you have your blood pressure cuff on, you sit here for 5 minutes, no moving, no talking. I mean no moving, no talking. And don't be watching something on TV that's really hyper and gotcha type of stuff. No, you're supposed to relax for a good 5 minutes after your 30 minutes of not doing what I told you there. And then after 5 minutes of sitting here perfectly still, then you take your blood pressure, no talking, no moving while you're taking your blood pressure. That's when you get the proper reading for your blood pressure. Remember that. If you just sit down, take it, it's not going to be right. If you've been doing the exercising, smoking, showering, drinking anything, all the things I told you not to do there, if you do that and then take your blood pressure, it's not going to be right. So do it like I told you. So the other one is have an anti-inflammatory breakfast like protein, an egg, avocado, banana. Have an anti-inflammatory breakfast. Remember, having things like cereals and anything sugary, that causes inflammation in the body. Causes inflammation. You're better off having something from your dinner if it was like meat and vegetables. You're better off having that for breakfast than a bowl of cereal. I don't even like oatmeal and all that stuff. It's all very high carbohydrate. I don't like any of that. So yeah, anti-inflammatory breakfast. Another one is 2 minutes of morning calm, deep breathing. And one of the best things you can do is you breathe into 4 seconds, hold for 2 seconds, breathe out your mouth. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth for 7 seconds. So you do this. Like that. Breathe into 4, hold 2, out to 7. And that helps calm your body. Plan micro movement, getting up from sitting every hour. Particularly if you're a remote worker, or you just do a lot of work on your laptop, your computer, and you're sitting a lot, that can lead to a stroke. That can lead to a stroke because your blood is pooling. P-O-O-L-I-N-G. It's pooling in areas in your body. And then you just get up, not good. So if you're doing that for hours, that's very dangerous. Same with like if you're sitting on a plane or a train, whatever, or a bus for hours and you don't get up, that can cause you a stroke. So if you're one to be sitting a lot, get up every hour and move. Walk around your house, walk around outside your yard, whatever. Just move. Do a little whatever in that hour to get that blood flowing so it's not just pooling in places in your body. Another one is oral hygiene. Flossing your teeth. Bacteria from the mouth enter the bloodstream. An inflamed mouth sets the stage for a stroke. So it's very important to have very good hygiene in your mouth. Very, very good to have dental, good oral hygiene, because all that bacteria can get into your bloodstream, which can cause you some serious problems. And you don't want that. You definitely don't want that. And the other thing is, make sure, this is something I was told years ago. You know what? I don't even remember if I just said it earlier. My brain has been frazzled since I heard that about my sister, so I apologize if I'm repeating myself. I'm not kidding, guys. It's like frazzled again from hearing about my sister and her husband. But I was told years ago, once you reach 40, you should not be exercising before 10 in the morning. Even before 40, I remember being told by my doctor, when you exercise before 10 in the morning, your blood is still thick, even if you drink water. Even if you're drinking your water and everything, exercising before 10 can be dangerous. Especially particularly if you're older. If you're older and you exercise before 10 in the morning, you're putting yourself at a higher risk for a blood clot or for a stroke. And I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, I exercise at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and that's fine if that's what you want to do. If you're willing to risk that, well, that's your choice. I personally would not be willing to risk it. And it makes common sense. It makes sense because your blood is thicker in the morning. That just goes without saying. After 10 o'clock and you've been drinking your fluids and this and that, your body is working a little more efficiently. So those are just some ideas I wanted to give you to help you. And of course, stress. Stress is not good, as we all know. And particularly something shocking, like if somebody suddenly dies, or you find out someone you love or care about is in a horrible accident and you don't know what's going to happen. That kind of sudden stress, sudden anxiety can cause a stroke or even a heart attack. So you got to keep your, try to keep your body as healthy as you can in case something like that happens, because shocking news can cause a stroke or a heart attack. So we got to just kind of learn to, I don't know, de-stress our life the best that we can. And those are just some hints. There are a lot of people who like the yoga. I can't do yoga. I cannot stand any kind of movement that is, disciplined, and I can't do it. It sends me into total anxiety. If I want to work off energy or calm myself down, I have to put on some music and just dance away. I just dance like nobody's watching, and I don't care. My dogs will even join in with me, and that is not an exaggeration. If they see me get over here, start dancing away, they come up on their hind legs wanting to join me, and I have to get their hands and dance with them. I'm not lying. It's really cute. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to share that with you, because life throws us so many things regarding our health and, what can affect it. And nothing is a 100% guarantee to avoid something. Nothing is 100%. But there are things that can help you, lessen your chances at least. Lessen your chances. And so basically we just, oh my gosh, guys. Isn't life full of surprises that just, they knock you for a loop? Like, what? Why did this things have to happen. It just doesn't make sense. Like my cousin, I was talking to her yesterday, and her husband has been sick for over 2 weeks with this virus that just doesn't want to leave. Just doesn't want to leave. It's not COVID, some kind of virus. He's just been sick for a couple of weeks. You know, they're the same age as me, and she's like, God, we've been to the doctor, we've been for this, we've been for that. It just won't go away. You know, there's just always something, isn't there, guys? You think everything's going great, and no, it's not, you know. So I just kind of wanted to talk about the, you know, things regarding stroke, because those things do make sense. And my daughter was telling me one time that she read something about how the Chinese, part of the reason they live longer is they never eat raw vegetables. How true that is, I don't know. But they always cook their vegetables so that they're soft. And that makes sense because, you know, raw vegetables can be really rough on your intestines and your bowel. They can be. So I don't know how true that is, but I read that, or she was telling me about that, and it makes sense. You know, it's easier for your gut to digest, especially if you're older. You know, and a lot of the Asian videos I watch, they cook everything, especially the ones I watch from Japan. They have a big old pot of vegetables and meat and what have you, all boiling before they eat it. And look how long the Asians live, right? They have a very long lifespan. So I kind of like what I see concerning that. But yeah, guys, just wanted to give you a few tips of what you could do. Oh, and the other one was I forgot what country it was, but when you get up in the morning, you roll out of bed on your left side. I think it was the Chinese. You roll out of bed by rolling to your left side, then sitting up for a minute, and then getting up, instead of just whoop, get up and get out of bed. Yeah. There was a good reason for that as well, which makes sense. You know, slowly get that body going when you wake up rather than just get to it, because our blood is thick and slower. Makes sense, guys. So anyway, just wanted to talk to you about that, and I hope you have a good day today, and I hope things go well for you. So take care, guys. I'm looking forward to Sunday. My son Elliot and his girlfriend Becca are having me over for an early Thanksgiving dinner because they're going to be gone for Thanksgiving. So I'm going to make a pumpkin pie and chocolate chip pumpkin cookies. That'll be my contribution. I can't wait. I don't know what she's going to make. I told her anything you make I'll love, because she's a real good cook and I'm not picky about food. So anyway, guys, take care, and I will see you later. Mwah!